morning. Good morning. It is Bishop J here. Thank you so much for all the support and all the critics I'm getting. And I thank you guys. Keep supporting and keep making a constructive criticism is welcome. And I just need to also to improve and make it to be good and watchable. And I want that to be good and watchable, and to have impact and information to the people. I will start a story on a character that I pick up in the Bible. There are two characters that I pick up in the Bible because they are related to the kingdom of Babylon. Is Nimrod and the Nebuchadnezzar. And they are two great kings who are not Jewish per se, but they are the Gentiles. They are Gentiles that are speaking, I'm going to speak about, and what they did. Today I'll start on Nimrod. Who is Nimrod? And who is his father? Where does he come from? And what he did? We will see, and how many times the Bible quote about Nimrod and what he was. First, we will read in the book of Genesis, chapter 10 from verse 6 to 11, that where the story of Nimrod is found in the book of Genesis, chapter 10, verse 6 and 11. Before I read it, I want to say something very important. Here, we are after the flood. We are during the post-flood that was happened in the world. The flood happened to the whole world. We are during the post-flood, and Noah, he was a survivor, and his three sons and their wives, and Noah's wives, and these were the survivor of the flood. That through God's grace they survived, and God make Noah to survive. And after the flood, Noah did not have other children. Then his three children began to populate the world again. And all of us in this world today, we came from the three children of Noah. And among those three children, one of them will be the grandfather of Nimrod, grand-grandfather of Nimrod. We will see that just in a second. Let's read first Genesis chapter 10 from verse 6 to 11. It says, the son of Ham were Cush, Mizraim, Put, and Canaan. The sons of Cush were Seba, Avila, Sabta, Rahama, and Sabteka. And the sons of Rama were Sheba and Dedan. Cush begot Nimrod. And listen to that very well. Cush begot Nimrod. He began to be a mighty one on the earth. A mighty one on the earth. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord. Therefore, it is said, like Nimrod, the mighty hunter before the Lord. And the beginning of his kingdom was Babel, Iraq, Akkad, and Calneh in the land of Shinar. From the land he went to Assyria, and he built Nineveh, Rehoboth, and Calah. Now, we see this is the genealogies of Ham. Ham was direct son of Noah, and Ham begot Cush, and Cush begot Nimrod. And we see that Nimrod is a direct descendant of Noah. And I do not want to go to these things always around. Ham was black, Cush is black, therefore Nimrod also is black. Today I don't want to emphasize on that. I just want to see and emphasize on Nimrod. And the Bible describes Nimrod as the first on the earth to be mighty man. The Bible describes Nimrod as the first man in the world to be a mighty. And then Let us check somewhere to understand what mighty mean. Mighty mean possessing a great and impressive power or strength, is especially because of a size. I don't know if Nimrod was very might in size. I don't know that. I don't know if he was so big, tall, very well built in a body. I don't know that. But the Bible saying he was a mighty man on earth before the Lord. He has some characteristics that qualify him to be a mighty. He has a strength that qualify him to be a mighty. He has a courage that qualify him to be a mighty. There was even a saying that says, like Nimrod, the mighty enter before the Lord. Like Nimrod, the mighty enter before the Lord. Nimrod has that courage, that characteristic, that passion, and Nimrod was a leader. And through Nimrod, they built cities. Cities were built. And one of his first city called Babylon, the great Babylon. We're going to emphasize on that when I touch about Nebuchadnezzar. It means that Nimrod was the first and the founder, or the founder of the great kingdom Babylon that we will know in the future when we tackle Nebuchadnezzar. And Nimrod, he was a mighty man. Nimrod, he was a mighty man before the Lord and great hunter. I think when they go hunting, Nimrod will hunter all the best or the great animal of the time. He will bring them down alone. He has a skill that the people of his generation, they did not have. And that skill make him to be above the rest. And he became a leader. Other reference that we find of Nimrod in the Bible is Micah chapter 5, verse 6. It describes the land of Assyria as the land of Nimrod. Micah chapter 5, verse 6. Another one, you find it in the First Chronicle chapter 1, verse 10. It reiterates again the mighty of Nimrod in that chronology of the descendant of Noah. And we find Nimrod there as a mighty man. He created the kingdom of Babel, the kingdom of Babel. When you arrive to chapter 11 of Genesis, verse 1, it's telling us that now the whole earth has one language and one speech. And in a time of Nimrod, there was a very good positive things for human beings. It was one language, and all of them would speak one language. To understand each other was easy. But when we arrive to verse 9 of chapter 11, it says, therefore its name is called Babylon, because there the Lord confused the language of all the earth, and from there the languages, the Lord scattered them abroad over the face of all the earth. The end of the kingdom of Nimrod, which is Babel, it finished with the Tower of Babel being brought down by the Lord. The Lord himself brought the kingdom of Nimrod at an end, and it finished there. That's how Nimrod, mighty valor, finished before the Lord, because the Lord finished it. And at the end of the kingdom of Nimrod, it gave birth to many languages that we speak today in the world. Nimrod, the mighty man before the Lord, the founder of the kingdom of Babylon. Nimrod, a man above the spears of his time in that generations. He was above all of them. He was mighty. The Bible even confirmed that in the book of First Chronicle chapter 1 verse 10, that Nimrod was a mighty man. Thank you so much. Today was just an introduction of that two character, the gentle character, Nimrod and Nebuchadnezzar, which they are correlated to the kingdom of Babylon. which we're gonna be seeing next Wednesday again. I love you all. It is Bishop J. Keep subscribing and keep liking and keep making some comment in this broadcasting. God love you and I love you. In the name of Jesus, keep safe. Bye.